things that light you up. Might be a walk in nature, might be a certain exercise or swimming, it might be fishing, it might be going into your workroom and your workshop and tinkering with something. With women, it might be, or anybody really, creating something, a piece of art, or writing. Start writing your own little thoughts down, or a little novel. So it's very important that if we're going to live our best life, that we put the first step on the path of discovering what lights us up, what energizes us, what makes us smile and all the cells, go sparkly. Hi everybody, this is Lynn with Shift Your Energy Now podcast. Today's episode is on living your best life. And what does that mean? Well, if you're like me and you spent decades upon decades upon decades, I don't want that to happen to any of you, not living your best life. You have kind of a deep, unfulfilling, stagnating life where you're not happy, you're not that unhappy, and what's the point? So the first step in living your best life is setting out the intention. I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to figure this out. Somehow, some way, it's going to happen. Now, in previous episodes, I encouraged everybody to connect with their light being guides. Set the intention to your light being guides and say, help me figure this out. I'm, unhappy in this area, this area, or this area. And you may not even be unhappy. You just may not be happy. There is a difference, right? So obviously the unhappy aspects of our life are screaming out for attention for sure. But many of you probably have aspects of your life that are just kind of blah, where you're not living your best life. And what's the point of this just going on? So setting the intention that you're going to live your best life, gathering the resources around you, the people, the friends, the podcasts, the, whoever, whatever, the books, the movies, the trips, the retreats, and make the declaration to the universe that you're going to live your best life and you need guidance on how to move forward with that. By the way, these 3 areas of my life really need attention. I don't want to continue to experience this, but these other areas of my life are kind of blah. And with me, let's just take a job, right? So worked in IT, that's fine, good job, good pay, but sitting in a cubicle in front of a computer all day, after a decade or two, you're kind of over it, right? And you don't want to be locked into that until you retire. It's kind of a bleak thing, right? Now, if you have families and children, you might say, oh, but the salary's good. I'm supporting everybody. Everyone's healthy. But why can't you live a life that you really enjoy? And it may start part-time. You work in your job, and then part-time, you work on things that really light you up. And a lot of people say, passion, passion, passion. I want to do what I'm passionate about. How about you just start with some fun hobbies, right? Things that light you up. Might be a walk in nature, might be a certain exercise or swimming. It might be fishing. It might be going into your workroom and, your workshop and tinkering with something. With women, it might be, or anybody really, creating something, a piece of art, or writing. Start writing your own little thoughts down, or a little novel. So it's very important that if we're going to live our best life, that we put the first step on the path of discovering what lights us up, what energizes us, what, makes us, smile and all the cells, go sparkly. And ask for guidance from your light being guides and understand that it's a journey. But if you set the intention that you're going to go down the path and you are going to create your best life somehow, some way, you may not know the how, that's okay, because all you need to know is the next step. What is the next step on me getting on that path to living my best life? Because the path I'm in, okay, that's me, was just bleak office cubicle work, right? And I didn't want to do that, right? It was just like, ugh. So really set your intention. And if you don't know what you like, this is me, by the way. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what I didn't like. I was just working so much and commuting and, completely consumed with, like almost like a robot, right? And not enjoying myself, not doing self-care, just doing what everybody else wanted to do. And it wasn't working for me. So I stepped back and I said, okay, there's got to be some changes made here. And it started with an intention. And it started with the sincere desire to love my life, to like my life, to like the people that I'm around, to enjoy the food I'm eating, and to start traveling and to start, doing things. They call it the bucket list, right? As you get older, there's things that you want to do that you never did for no good reason. So I'm doing it. Set the intention to live your best life. Ask your guides to give you guidance, to give you clarity, to give you assistance, to, so you bump in or interact with the people that, so you can discover, if you don't already know, the things that light you up. So that's today's episode. I hope it helped you. Always, please leave in the comments below any issues you're having or challenges, and I'll create an episode on it to help you out. Okay. All right. All my best. Thank you.